Hey guys, this is Lil with another raid video. Today I'm going to do my anniversary video, but I thought to make it a little bit more fun, interesting, I would compare my numbers to some of the other content creators. And honestly, I'm not trying to diss any of the other content creators. I just thought I'd see how I stack up. Obviously, it's not my full-time job. I've got a full-time job, and most of the CCs is their full-time job, so I'm expecting I'm not going to stack up at all. But I just thought it might be a bit more fun, just to give the numbers a bit more context. I like these videos. I kind of liked the last ones they did, which was like, you know, when did you get Arbiter? And I've got to be honest, I'm going to go and try and find my video from that. I'm sure I recorded a video of me, you know, talking over that video, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So yeah, I'm gutted. I'm going to go and see if I can find it in Discord. So we'll go through my video and then we'll look at how I compare. So yeah, I just picked the sort of first three content creators that came up in my YouTube feed with their videos. So it was Nubs, Hades and Scratch. So I'm comparing my numbers to all those guys. I'm totally expecting that Scratch is going to be number 1, Hades is going to be number 2 in everything, Nubs will be number 3, and I'll be trailing way behind. So let's go and have a look. Okay, let's get into the video and see how I compare to the other CCs. So obviously I'm not expecting to top anyone. Spoiler, I already know how I fare.
Greetings, friend. Let's see what the cards have to say about you.
I did feel like I actually looked up the like these rares all seem to be sort of unique, and the same with the epics. That's not sort of super interesting. 79 legendaries puts me last in the content creators. Scratch was first with 166, and then Hades was next with 162. Nubs was 91. I was 79. So even Nubs wailed out more than me. Most used champs I found really funny because like I mean, I don't use Skull Crown at all. I just started using her when we had the 2 massive champ training events because I ran out of mystery shards, and that's also, I use Incubus as my food. Like he's always my chickens, so it's hilarious to me that those 2 have made it onto my most used, just due to all the champ training that we've had to do recently. Taras and Seer should be pretty self-explanatory. Leo is my Nightmare farmer. I normally farm Nightmare, and that's why I ran out of mystery shards, because when you're farming Nightmare you don't get them. Dragon normal, I was second to last. Nubs was last. Only Nubs did less than me. He did 6.5k, I did 8k. And what was Scratch was 66k. So way behind, and yeah, hard 10. I was 2.3, Nubs was 2.5k, and then yeah, like Scratch way out in front with 8.6. Finite, I've never got around to building a finite hard 10. So yeah, finite normal, I was sort of second to last again. Nubs was 5.4. I know that he also farms stage 6 on hard, which didn't come up, so and I was 8k, so again way behind Scratch with his 72k runs. Ice Golem, what do we do on Ice Golem? 2.8k for me, again I was last. Same with Ice Golem hard, I only did 1,000. Hades only did 1,500. Spider, I don't really run Spider normal, so that's not surprising that I've hardly done any. Spider hard, again 3.5k, not that much. I think yeah, in fact I was lowest. Next after me was Hell Hades with 4.2k. Artifacts and accessories were interesting because I'd done way less Spider than the other guys. Like I was 3.5k Spider hard, and you know the next person was 4.2 was Hades, and then 6.8 for Nubs and 11k for Scratch. I think it's mainly where people are using Spider to get those CVC points, and I usually get most of mine in 3v3. Obviously, as a result, I'm like way down on the accessories, so I got 7k, and Scratch was way up at 106k. And yeah, artifacts, I wasn't last. I was 21k artifacts. Nubs was 16k. But then again, you know, Hades was in the middle. But then Scratch was like 172,000 artifacts, which is just ridiculous, especially given how little storage we have. So yeah, Live Arena, which comes on in a sec, is also kind of interesting. Like, I think Arena wins. I was relatively high on the number of battles. No, Nubs had 9,000. I had 5.5, and the other two guys were lower. And yeah, like win rate, Nubs was 97%, I was 94%. But then what I found funny was Live Arena, where again I was sort of middle of the road in terms of the number of battles that I'd fought. Hades was lowest with 320, but then on the win rates you could see like Scratch and Nubs at like 72%, and they're both in gold 2. I think Scratch is gold 3. And then I was 75% in gold 1, but then Hades is 78%, but he's only in silver 4. So it's interesting to see that win rate drop off as you get higher and higher. I was disappointed that it didn't break those down more. It would have been really cool to see, like, here's your top offense and defense teams and like how their win rates are, because you know they've got all that data. It'd be really cool for me to see, like, here's the offense team that you used most, or here's your offense team with the highest win rate. And the same with 3v3, like it was totally missing here. And I feel like that would also have been really interesting, like seeing how on offense and on defense your 3v3 teams did would be fun for me. Yeah, I got 1 plat finish this time round, which was great. Plat reset is just at a terrible time for me. I'm on the school run, so and I need to push way higher in Live Arena. I just sort of stopped when I got to gold 1, but I think Quintus is going to be my next focus, apart from the new missions.
You are a conqueror of the Demon Lord.
This Demon Lord stuff I thought was pretty pointless. You fight Demon Lord every day. I don't, doesn't add a lot of value, I don't think. Telling you your highest, great. Like all this chest stuff, like here and for Hydra, I just didn't find very, very interesting. I felt like what would have been better, and again, like number of fights, yeah. I don't know where the top score comes from. I'm pretty sure I've never hit this on Ultra Nightmare. On Nightmare, so I'd be interested to know where that's from. Maybe it's from Brutal. Yeah, I didn't feel like I'd actually... but I was, Hades was lowest with sort of 189, then was me with 195, then was Nubs with 269, and then Scratch with his 1 billion from his Trunder team. Though I think those guys might have actually hit higher numbers than that now. I'm sure Nubs just hit 500 million on his. Again, it's kind of interesting, but I would much rather have seen, like... What's your, like, I think the next thing is how much damage you did per head, which is just so, I don't think that's interesting, personally. It would have been really interesting to see, like, what was your maximum damage per difficulty? Like, what's the highest you got on hard? What's the highest you got on Brutal and Nightmare? And which teams did you get that with? Or, like, which champ did the single most damage? Or, I don't know. I feel like there are some cooler metrics that they could have sort of pulled out and surfaced to us here. Even if it was just, here was your best score per difficulty and the team that scored that, because I can't remember which teams I scored different scores with. I do try and take screenshots whenever I do something, whenever I have a team that does really well, but yeah. I feel like they could have gone a bit further with that. Clash, 7 wins. I'm equal with Nubs, and Scratch was way up at 17 wins. So all in all, I wasn't last on everything, but I was almost last on everything. But, those guys, it's their full-time job, so that's cool. I just thought it might add a bit more context in me going through how my numbers were compared to theirs. I also felt like Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun were missing from all the metrics, and that would have been more interesting to add in. I mean, I don't know, maybe if you're hitting hard dungeons, maybe they should just exclude the old dungeons. Yeah, like the artifacts was interesting, the arena win rates is interesting, the Hydra sort of top damage, but I just, yeah, like I feel like they could have gone a little bit further with all of it. I did manage to find, because I really liked the videos from last year, where they pulled out sort of, you know, the first time that you'd ever done. I couldn't find my video, so I did record one of these videos about it, but I couldn't find it. I obviously didn't upload it. But I thought that was really interesting, because that was like a retrospective look at you know, your time playing Raid. And I think I found a couple of screenshots of mine. My first campaign battle was April 26th, 2021, and I claimed Arbiter on August 25th, 2021. So I think that's pretty good. I was never free to play, and I don't claim to be, but I thought that was pretty good. And legendary champs, my total legendary champs was 65 back on the 4th anniversary. So I can't remember what because the legendary champs was, I wonder if that's in your entire career. No, that can't be in your entire career. Yeah. 6-star star. Yeah, I was lowest on 6-star souls. I can't remember if we covered that one. Anyway, guys, that was my video. I thought it was fun. What I thought I might do for another video is just do like an account overview. Like, who do I have? What champs do I have? What champs do I use most? Where do I use them? Where am I up to with, you know, the Cursed City, with Iron Twin, Sand Devil, Phantom Shogun? What types of teams am I using? Just a sort of a general account overview. Anyway, guys, that was it. Just a short, fun one for today. I know everyone's done one of these, but I just thought it would be fun to sort of look at how did I compare to the other content creators. In fact, I've got the... let me see if I can... I'll be able to grab up the actual... I put it into a table. I'll bring it up so you guys can see it. It's in here somewhere. Hopefully we get a browser window. Hold on. There we go. This is how I did compared to those guys. If I pull it out a bit and scroll along a little, if I can see the bottom of the window. There we go. So you guys can pause on that. I think I'm at the bottom. And that was like, I just color coded it like a heat map for how I did compared to them. I was pretty low on most of them, so which is fair enough. Anyway, guys, that was it. Hit a like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I'll catch you in the next one.